mind the shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Center Stage.
All right, and not only welcome to Center Stage, but welcome to Gino's Spot. Tuesday nights, every single Tuesday night at 6:30. We do it religiously, and every single time we'll be here at 6:30. So you can always get yourself to YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe on YouTube, because YouTube is the best way to watch this. To see what's going on in Gqeberha, in the Eastern Cape, and to find out what's happening in our community here, this area. The Eastern Cape is the most fantastic place ever. Love it, and we need to make sure that everybody is connected in this in our spot, in our area here, in our spot, Gino spot, and so that we can help each other and do things. We've had some amazing guests. I think it must be clawing towards the 500th show. It's been 5 years, I know that. And just absolutely crazy the way things have panned out. The amount of people that we've got to know on the show, the amount of connections that we've made, and it's great to have sort of a central place where you can come and have a look and see for yourself who people are, what they're like, and what they've been doing. It's a great little stake in the ground to see people from Gqeberha and people from the Eastern Cape. See what they like, see what they really like. Maybe you don't like them, maybe you like them. Doesn't matter. You can come and have a look and check it out. But mostly we've had great people. And tonight is no exception. We've got Richard Pearce on, photographer, and I think an interesting life we're going to hear. We're going to hear his story tonight. Just a quick thank you to our sponsors, Fitch and Leeds. You can see on that side, Fitch and Leeds over here. Gary DeBrain and the guys, Justin, Andy, and the chaps here in PE are always at most of the functions that I'm at, they're doing something, always involved in the community projects as well. Thank you so much. They have been sponsoring us since day one. I think 2020. It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years now. Can you believe it? And Fitch and Leeds have been with us all the way, as well as Amobia for our internet. Thank you, Nicola and the team. They are fantastic, a bunch of people, always at hand. If anything goes wrong, Nicola and the team, Johan and the guys from Amobia, are ready to help us out. Great at us. I mean, we've been doing it for 5 years. I think we've if I can count on my one hand when times have gone wrong, and we've always managed to sort it out. So thank you to Amobia for always being there for us. And also our 80s show is this coming weekend, people. 80 show this weekend. It's going to be at the Bridge Street Brewery. We're coming into town. Doors open at 5:30, so you can have a bit of a chow beforehand, and the show starts at 7. It's a fantastic time. We're going to bring back the 80s. Hugo Kleinhans, of course, myself, Tara Jane Stern, Wayne Callis, who's back here with us to join us for this particular show. He is fresh from the boat, so he's got a whole lot of new material and new stuff to do as well. Kaylin Duplessis, the daughter of our esteemed Lance Duplessis, our Go DJ. Kaylin is incredible, a little stick of dynamite, a little frame, but big voice, unbelievable. And of course, the star of our show, Tuba Mieki. Tuba is a monster on the vocals, and also just an amazing entertainer. So we'll all be there at Bridge Street Brewery, and we are going to be doing the 80s Center Stage 80s show. Quicket, you can see there, Quicket on the top left of your screen. You can get tickets, or you can get through Wendy at 083-225-401. Wendy's our Center Stage lady who does all our tickets. Always been doing it for many years now, you know. And so yeah, don't miss out. It's going to be this Saturday. Tickets are in demand at the moment, so make sure you get them quick as you can. We are going to. That's going to pump. It's going to be such fun. I just know it. So, Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for Gino's spot. We are ready to check out the sports photographer extraordinaire, Richard Pearce. Let's get the intro music going.
Ooh, welcome to the show. Now it's your time to shine. We're gonna have a lekker chat tonight. Another good time.
Excellent. There we go. We're in. Richard Pearce, well,
Cheers.
thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us.
I finally cracked the knot.
You know, it's been 500 shows. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel these days.
It's like being the last one you picked on the team.
No, you know what? The list of guests keeps getting longer. It's actually crazy how we've done. I mean, obviously we do refreshers every now and again with people too, because things change and people are doing some amazing things in this town. But yeah, you realize that for me it was always about getting people in who have just got their heads down and are working hard, and you are perfect for that, because I see you at just about every sporting event that I attend. You are there, and you got your flipping camera in my face, checking things out. I mean, you must do a lot of work like with that sports stuff.
So we pretty much booked up every single weekend of the year.
Wow.
Every weekend. So we have a bit of a lull between July, August, so around up there, but then it picks up again towards the end of the year. So the beginning of the year,
The winter is a little bit
the other winter,
a little bit colder.
So it's your Ironman events, it's your triathlon events, it's your road running, it's your trail running, your mountain bike events. So the first half of the year starts with a bang on roughly the 3rd of January with the first road race.
Yeah.
And then throughout the entire year, every weekend there's something, something exciting happening.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's actually incredible because I see you just about every single time at these places, and to have one every weekend, that means there's a lot of sporting stuff going on in town, which is good.
So we have 4, maybe 5 very amazing events companies. We've got mountain events, we've got the Live Adventure, the Z Sports.
Yes. Zitmulder.
Big O Sports.
Yes, Chris Olinsky's been on the show as well. Fantastic. We just did one now this weekend.
Yeah.
I think your boys were there taking pics.
How are the legs feeling?
Man, I tell you what, Chris Olinsky, somebody please tag him in this because I cannot freaking walk. I've just, it was a 14K, there was a 23, which, 14 whole kilometers, but there was a 23 kilometer. Some of those guys did this 23 at Woodridge.
Those are the diehards.
Insane. That was tough at 14. I can't even imagine what it must have been like doing the 23. And there were, I think it was a 5K as well, just for the guys who just wanted a flat, sort of have a bit of a blast,
No, look, if you're doing any of Z's, big O Sports events, there is no flat.
Yeah, it's always up and down.
Forget about it.
Chris likes the up and down, eh?
No, there's nothing flat about his events. He says they're flat, they're not flat.
He likes a bit of tough.
No, he's a flippin' sadist.
Yeah. Well, he's a lovely guy, and of course Nicole keeps him in check.
On his toes.
Yeah, keeps him in check there. But what a lovely, really lovely run as well. Just through that valley, through the river. I think we did about 8-9 crossings of the river, and it was beautiful, cool, crisp water,
Unspoilt, amazing wildlife, giraffes on route.
On the route.
No, it's beautiful.
I know, and there's little bushbuck here and there, and I think absolutely beautiful the way. And he always takes us into something like that. So Chris is very good with that stuff. Eh?
So that event only happens once a year.
Yeah.
So it's generally closed up to the public unless it's just for that event.
Okay.
So once a year it gets opened up and you can go and spread that event. And
Woodridge.
Woodridge.
And a beautiful school as well.
Beautiful.
One of our beacons in the area. We say Eastern Cape and particularly PE in East London have got such good schools. And Woodridge being one of them. It's just it's the one where they say, you can go out and be on the farm,
On the farm.
Yes,
the sheep.
The sheepses, yeah. And so I just saw you recently at the Ironman as well. Is that one of your main ones?
Yeah, so that I think is.
And we're wearing an Ironman, huh? Yes, we're wearing Ironman. For
media.
Yeah, we got it out here for the guys.
so that's typically the longest weekend for me is the Ironman weekend.
Yeah.
So that starts on a Friday with all the side shows.
Yeah. Early start.
So it'll be all of the various events, and the main event being obviously on the Sunday. That is our longest day of the year. We'll typically start working at 4 o'clock in the morning and then go right the way through with not many breaks until 12 o'clock in the
You
morning.
got to be there at 4.
Got to be there at 4.
So you get up at 3.
Yeah, it was 3.
Almost
So-
3.
so-
you
so-
got everything ready about night before.
Yeah, everything was ready. So this year I got smart. We booked into a hotel on the beachfront.
Oh,
woke up,
lovely.
walk across the road. Otherwise, it's tracking from Beverly Grove all the way down in the
You
morning.
need to win those lucky
Ah.
draws. You need to win those lucky draws where you win a boardwalk night at the boardwalk.
Absolutely. So it makes a huge difference getting an extra half an hour sleep.
Yes, yes.
So that's our longest day, and there are very few breaks in between because it's a hectic schedule and there's demanding shoots they want throughout the day. So it's not just going and taking photos, it's taking photos and uploading to social media throughout the entire day as well. So they want roughly 10 photos for social media every hour.
Yeah.
So you're working, getting the shot, then you have a photo brief and you have to follow certain athletes. So they said
They've got you because they've got their pros, eh?
Yeah.
That come in.
Yeah. So this year we had 75 pros
Yo.
competing.
Okay.
And of those, we had to follow them and make sure we get a snapshot of each.
Every 75 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
How many staff do you have on a thing like this? Just sound like you've got to
no,
run.
So for the Ironman event, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
There's 2 others. The other guy they employ is Chris Hitchcock. He comes in from Cape Town. He's been doing it for a lot longer than what I have.
Okay.
Him and I work as a team.
All right.
Divide and conquer. Divide the work up.
Yes.
He does some, I do some. Otherwise, just won't survive the day.
Yes.
And yeah, we go through for the entire day. So it's a 21-hour day, flat out.
That is tough, eh? Just being on your feet the whole time it's like an Ironman in itself.
So on an average Ironman weekend, we'll walk about 21 k's.
It's a half marathon.
Half marathon. The step counter goes. So
Oh, no,
up and
yeah,
down.
so
You need to be walking fit.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not running fit. I can't run to save my life.
Okay. Never used to run or anything.
No. I broke both Achilles tendons. So it's
Oh
not
wow.
gonna
My word.
happen. So you must be running fit. Sorry, walking fit.
Yeah.
Because you're on the go the whole day. You've got a backpack with all your gear on it, and you're running up and down.
Yes.
And when you're not doing that, you're on a motorbike chasing the guys on the run course, on the cycle course. Back again. So it's go the whole
Yeah.
day. So
Okay.
come 12 o'clock, your battery is flat. You've done for the day.
Finished. Finished. I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring this mic in while we're here. I'm gonna bring this mic in right in the middle of us here, and do right in here, because that is a better place to have this mic. I realise we're talking to each other here, so we have to have the mic right in the middle. There's it. It's like the pros, you know.
Yeah.
Very professional here in Gino's spot. You know, we move stuff around all the time. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's a 21-hour day. And
Actually, it's actually not one of the longest. I think the longest is actually the 100-miler, the 100-miler,
Yeah.
for Live Adventure. That's actually the longest. Right?
Okay.
Because that event starts already on the Friday morning at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So the runners start, it's 160 k's they run
Okay.
to the Adder Park. They start in the Adder Park at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
They start running. And they finish then Sunday morning, 3 o'clock's cut-off.
Holy crap.
So you're running right
Yeah.
away from Friday until Sunday, 3 o'clock. That is the cutoff.
Yeah.
This year, however, some came across the line 3, 4 o'clock or 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. There's still people running, finishing.
Ay. Because 100 mile, I mean, that's 160 kilometers.
Yeah.
Do they sleep on the way or not? Or they just sleep while they run?
Some do cat naps throughout the event. And have so throughout the event, there's 8 stations every 8 to 10 Ks.
Okay.
Where you can have a little refreshing up,
All right.
have a cat nap if you want to, and then keep on running again. But most of that race is done in the dark anyway, so the guys have got
Yeah.
headlights on.
Okay.
So it makes it challenging for us to photograph them because you're chasing them in the dark
Yeah.
through valleys and through bush, and there's spider canopies.
Yeah.
So if you've ever done the Addo Trail Run, you'll know there are tons of spiders.
Oh,
They're
my
called
word.
golden orbs, and they're like a wall of spiders.
Oh, my soul.
So if you're running through trees and so on, you guarantee you can get spiders in your hair. Everywhere you're going to get spiders. So you must get happy and comfortable with spiders.
Okay.
Otherwise, don't do the rest. So that
Then
is
you get that tunnel vision because I've been running trail at night before where you all of a sudden you get your vision starts to
Yeah.
go weird, you know, because you're looking at this orb all the
Yeah.
time.
So if you speak to any one of those guys who do the 100 miles, they will tell you that at some point in the night they start to hallucinate.
Yeah.
They see things and they see dragons and so on. Not they're smoking anything, they just
No.
because they are so physically tired.
Yes, they're
mentally
sleeping.
tired. They're running on their feet. It's just the
I
highest
interviewed, so actually, an interesting thing because I interviewed somebody, I can't remember who it was, whether it was Stephen Lancaster or one of the guys that were you're doing these things. Yeah. And he was saying that that when people when you're really really tired.
Yeah.
And you are staying awake, so your brain is keeping you awake, and you're running.
Yeah.
The portion of your brain that makes things real.
Switches off.
Yeah, it switches off, and so you start dreaming, but you really think it's real. So that's why you start these hallucinations and things, because your brain is dreaming. But your
body is moving.
The section of your brain that tells you, no, this is rubbish, and this is what should be happening, and this isn't what's happening. It all mixes up, and then you start to hallucinate. Yeah,
it's such a common story that you speak to anyone that's done 100 miles, especially in those conditions. They're knackered, and the things that they come with is hilarious. You won't believe this.
Yeah. They start to believe these crazy dreams that they do. Yeah.
So it's our job, myself and my two boys. We are on that event every year, the 100 miler, and it takes 3 of us to cover the entire event because it's such a huge area.
Yeah, and also your hours. I mean, So you have a nap at some stage.
Yeah. So Jenny and we have a 4x4 quad bike.
Okay.
Put all the gear in the back of the quad bike, and allows us to have little cat naps. We put a little stretcher out, tent out, and we sleep in the bush wherever we can find a place to,
There must be some stories there.
Yeah, absolutely. So and it's beautiful. Like you're under the stars, in the middle of the adult park. It's a section that is closed the entire year to general public. It's only opened up once a year for the adult trail run.
Any
it's rugged.
Scary stories?
So en route there are hippos in the river crossing. So they warn you before the race starts, part of the race brief. There are hippos, so you must be careful. They've got bad eyesight. So if you see them, just lie down, be still, don't move, and they'll just move on.
No ways.
So they say put your torches off and just chill, and they'll just move on.
Oh, my soul,
So
really?
you'll find jackals.
So that's a good idea a good tip for people.
Yeah.
If you see a
Hippo.
if you see a hippo, people, just lie down, switch off your torch in the dark.
Yeah.
What about daytime?
I've got no idea what to do.
How's that?
Just run for your life.
Yeah, God no. They can run like 40 k's an hour or something.
No, flip they're quick.
No, hell. Okay, so
it's you'll also find snakes en route. These are your typical.
Have you seen?
Yeah, I know plenty.
Really?
Plenty. So you're running, they'll just cross. So keep still, they'll just move along. So snake, jackals, and it's not. You'll speak to some of the runners, and they'll say they came across a live kill en route.
Oi.
They'll see like half a buck lying there, and they've sent photos to the WhatsApp group. Just come across a little buck in the road, just not half eaten. So, and that's you're going to encounter that.
But I mean, what else is going to come around there?
I don't know.
What killed it?
Probably a mountain leopard, which there are as well.
Yeah. Have you run into animals yourself or not?
No.
Not when you're camping out there. Yeah,
Nothing.
no.
Spiders, nothing else. No.
Okay.
You just hear all the stories.
Alright.
I've never encountered any of it. No.
There must be some.
All the war stories.
There must be some more stories for photography in general. I mean, where stuff's gone wrong and.
Flipping how, I think, before any big event, I think anybody that does events like what we do, we start watching all our weather apps 5 days before the event. You've got the iPhone app, you've got your Wind Guru and so on. You'll find the one that gives you the best results and follow that one. So if Wind Guru is bad, you ignore that one and look at the one on the And then, so you always prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
Yes, okay.
And there are events where it's rained the entire event. We've done a 3-day stage race, a mountain bike race.
Yeah.
It rained from the Friday right the way through until the Sunday. Everything was wet.
Jeez,
and then it just becomes miserable because you haven't got a dry jock strap to your
Jeez,
leg or a dry sock to your leg.
What are the big ones that you do for mountain bikes?
So mountain bikes, it would be it's the Grahamstown to Sea.
Okay.
That's by mountain events.
Okay.
Then my boys do the one, it's Cruiser Coast.
Okay, how old are your boys now?
Okay. So Matthew is the eldest.
Yeah.
He's 25.
Okay.
And he is a software engineer.
Okay.
So this is, people don't know, but this is actually our weekend gig. We have real day jobs.
Okay, right, as well. Okay.
So Matthew is a software engineer.
Yeah.
He just joined Comp RSA.
Okay.
this week, actually. So
Oh,
it's
nice,
our
okay.
second week. And then Matthew and Carl, the youngest, he's 20 this year.
Okay.
He is a third-year student doing construction management.
Oh, lovely.
So both boys help me on weekends, and they've also become photographers in their own right now
Yes.
as well. So they do events on their own. For example, this weekend is the ABSA run.
Ah.
I said to the boys, yeah, I need your help. I said, try that. We booked up. We're going to Action Photo. They've already hired us.
Oh, really?
So they're doing their own thing this weekend. They're working
great.
in the company, so it's great. So they've now become action sports photographers in their own right, doing their
Okay.
own thing as well. So when
Fantastic.
they're free, they then help me out as well.
Oh, well, it's not, you could call them, I suppose you don't pay them as well as action sports.
Well, probably not. Look, if you see how much those boys eat, you've got boys though, hey?
Yeah.
You know how much they eat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
yeah.
They chow a lot.
I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Carl, just leave the fridge door closed and take a photo.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed in the last half an hour. So yeah, no, they each other house and home. So, but yeah, it's all good.
I'm just thinking. I just see some comments here. Richard's hard to hear. What you can do is, did you sort that out? Okay, good. Because you can put it onto the echo cancellation as well, if on the audio, and then it lifts that on audio, and you click echo cancellation, it'll bring it up. It makes it a bit garbledy, but it does bring up the volume, I think.
I see there's John Best as well.
Yes, John. Now, John has just released his book, I think.
He's going
to release his book.
Soon.
John, I've got you on my charts as well. We've got to have you in. I think I've got a little gap coming up soon over the next few weeks, just before your book launch, I think. And we can maybe do it the week before and just have him in.
That'll be
to
very
chat.
good.
I'm sure. He sounds like he's a very interesting oak. I know that. There's his. You can see in his picture there. He's got his helicopter there. He's done some. I think he's done some rescues and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that book. I think it's a decade and plus of amazing rescue missions.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot that needs to be told there, and people are going to be very surprised.
For sure. I'm gonna get you on. We'll have a chat. John, excellent. Also a DA. I think councillor at one stage.
Still is, I think.
Still is,
Yeah.
still in there.
Very much
Elmarie Sampson, how's it? Elmarie? Nice to have you there as well. And I see, is it Laren New that's saying you was too soft? We'll get you in there, get you talking. Got to turn up the volume.
Turn up the volume.
Yeah, that's it. And
what did you say? One of the
Alec. There we go. One of the legends. He said, "How's it, Alec?" Of course, he was at the Ironman, which we were just at recently. I think I took a photo of me at the Ironman there. I think Philip has got it there somewhere. I'll try and get it up for us and see. That was a lovely event, Ironman. We were there. There it is. There's my French chef. He took a lovely pic of me.
When I walked into that venue and I saw you, my eyes must be deceiving me. Guys in red pantaloons.
You know. I always say they're like they're like what's it? Chris Everett Lloyd's pantaloons that she used to wear for tennis. Tennis, indeed. Keep your balls in them. Tennis balls.
I didn't know how your wife let you out the house test like that.
No. Alan Carter there as well. How's it from the UK? Lovely to see you, Alan. Oh, look at him all dressed up in his to the nines. Where were you going there, Alan? What were you doing?
Cameron.
And Wendy, how's it, Wendy? Amazing sports photographer, absolutely. And what's Wendy do? Is Wendy is that?
So Wendy runs for Medibus. She's a keen runner.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
The Medibus. There was a guy who was doing Medibus. I'm trying to think now. Is it Edge? His surname is Edge. I can't remember. Mark Edge. I'm not sure if he's also a coach, and I'm not sure if he does the running or what he does. He was also he was on my radar for coming on the show too. Elmarie, for the next party, please, Elmarie.
The sous chef.
That's the sous chef. We will make some lovely food for you, Elmarie. It is my French chef. His name is Philippe. And he has a pink bottom. Oh man, I tell you. So let's go back into your history now. We're talking about your boys already. So I mean, we don't even know how you procreated those. Where were you brought up? Where were you born?
Born and bred PE.
Oh, no way.
GQ, yeah.
Is it?
All my life.
Sanford. It's at Sanford, at Provincial Hospital. Born there.
I think it was provincial actually. I think it was provincial. Back in the days when it was still proper hospital.
Yeah. No, when Sanford was still okay. Yeah.
Born and bred for a brief period, we stayed on the Beitbridge border post.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was a military rat.
Jeez, like okay, so was your father like a PF?
PF.
Proper PF.
on
Yes,
the
so
border.
your John Best will be happy
Yes,
with that
no.
as well.
So, and it's because of him that when I left school, I joined the military and I was there for 7 years.
Okay.
So I was
So
also PF.
also PF as
Also
well.
PF. I was
So
a
you
mine
find your
lifter.
father's shoes,
Yeah,
eh?
I was a mine lifter.
A mine lifter.
A
Good
mine-
God,
mine
man.
lifted mines.
Isn't that dangerous?
Yeah, that's the great hair. Yeah,
That's
no,
not.
yeah.
But where did you go to school here?
Western High,
Westring. Okay,
Yeah.
so and Westring and junior school?
Western Primary.
As well. So Westring the whole way through.
Yeah,
We
right
obviously
the way
lived
through.
out there.
Right the way through.
Excellent.
Left school, went to the army. After the army,
Yeah.
I was with the military engineers. Through that, I got into civil engineering.
Civil engineering,
Yeah, I
okay.
worked for Amiga Civils. Yeah.
Because you can get your pips if you were in the engineers as well, isn't it?
So I was with Amiga for a couple of years doing civil engineering, building roads.
Okay.
And from roads, I went into IT. Still in IT.
Amiga.
So my real day job is actually IT. I'm still in
Okay.
IT.
Oh,
so
wow.
This
Okay.
is the hobby. I've got a real day job. That
A real
pays the
day
bills.
job still.
Full deal. So anyway,
Okay.
and from then on, in IT, and then a couple of years ago, I decided I needed a hobby.
Yeah.
I suck at ball sports. So I can't play
Okay.
golf. So,
But you put suck and balls in the same
No,
sentence
suck
is
and
not
ball, no,
good.
it's
That's
not
not correct. You know. But no, just before you even get there now, because I mean, we were talking earlier before the show, and he was saying that he's completely ADD.
Yeah.
You're ADD.
ADHD, ADHD, whatever you call it, all the
Isn't
D's,
it?
all the D's.
You don't seem to be hyperactive to me though. Because you hyper focus.
I hyper focus.
Okay.
Hyper focus.
Because that's a part of that
Yeah,
ADD thing
Very
as
much
well.
so. So it helps me in my day job, which is all
Yeah.
figures. So just give you a bit. At school, I was hopeless at maths.
Okay.
I failed maths hopelessly.
Really?
My entire job today is figures and formulas and maths.
Yes, yeah, for
So
IT.
if you had asked me when I left school, when I was in school, what I would be doing, I'd probably been a bricklayer or something. Quite honestly,
Really?
I was a write-off at school.
So dyslexia.
Dyslexic, I can't spell to save my life.
Really?
So Paula checks
Yeah.
my Facebook posts for me because I cannot see.
It's your wife.
Yeah,
Paula.
Paula, my wife. I
Yes.
cannot see the spelling error.
Really?
My brain doesn't reach it. I cannot see it. Anyway, so
Swap
she,
numbers around, letters
it's
around.
hopeless. So anyway, so the day job is all figures.
Yeah. How do you get around that? How do you get it? You find coping mechanisms.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. No, but I mean, you know, obviously, I mean, I know that for me, it was about time, like my time management.
Yeah.
So the advent of Google Calendar was like a life changer for me.
Yeah. So it helps me with my day job simply because I can hyper focus and I can simplify big data for my clients.
Okay.
So I can take massive amounts of data and make them into pretty pictures.
Okay.
So this is all the figures. Red line is bad. Green line is good.
Yeah.
Yellow line is warning. You know,
Okay.
and it's simple. You know.
All right.
So take reams and reams of complex data and simplify.
Yeah.
And I do that. That's my day job.
Wow. So that's an added talent that comes to some people who've got ADD. I mean, others can't do maths to save their lives. I mean, so you're lucky in that way that you were able to do that.
Yeah.
So you are able to focus in that way as well. Where do you find that you can't? What distracts you?
Working in an office environment.
Really?
Yeah.
Too much noise.
Yeah. No, I can't work when there's lots of people. I need to have my own desk. So for the last 16 years, I've worked from home.
Okay.
So you'll know every morning, 6 o'clock, I'm at my desk already.
Yeah.
Working. And it's dead quiet. There's no radio playing. There's nothing playing. It's dead quiet. And I can sit down and I can focus. And it's like that for most of the day.
Yeah.
And I just get things done. So I will hyper focus on anything that if I need to learn something new, I'll hyper focus on that thing until I got it mastered. And then I'll then get bored and then I'll then move on.
Yeah.
So whether it be photography is one of those things I've been like hyper focused on.
Okay.
To this day, I've been doing it for a good 15 years.
Yeah.
To this day, I still watch at least one YouTube tutorial a day to try and improve and learn something else.
Yeah.
So you never stop learning.
So you it's a thing that you.
It's a
you
constant.
make-
It's a constant
thing
learning
that you do.
It's a constant thing, you know. And there's new techniques. There's new ways of doing things. There's new ideas. And I follow other photographers as well. They do action sports overseas and see how they approach something, what they're using, the tech they're using, how they post. How
You
they
make
frame
that
it.
time. You make that time.
You have to invest back into
Yeah.
it. So it's not just going out there and just shooting. You actually need to invest time as well. We do a lot of that. We do a lot of investment into our gear. Over the years, we've spent a bucket load.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's the main reason Paula's kitchen has been delayed for the last 10 years. She's finally got a kitchen because we spent the money on it.
You finally got the gear that you need, and
yeah.
and she can then spend a little bit on herself.
So Paula finally got her new kitchen last year. This time last year.
She enjoyed it. We found that she gained some weight now.
So anyway, so it's because you need to continue to invest in gear. The gear is expensive to be able to deliver on the level that you need to deliver. So, and it's fine just having one of them. We now have got 4 of them.
Yeah.
Got 3 of us shooting, and we've got a backup as well.
Did when you started photography, was it all digital already, or did you start with film?
No, I never did the film thing.
Okay.
So it was pretty much
SLR or whatever they say. It's digital cameras. I don't know what they used to call it.
DSLRs.
DSLR, that's the one.
So
throwing around some jargon over here.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. So I walked into Cats when they're still in Cape Road.
Yes. Yes.
And I used to visit Cats often. Walk in there and just like they had cameras and they had.
It's where Capolini is.
Yes,
no,
they had
around there.
Binocs and they had all that. Yeah. You go sit and you're going.
Well, yes.
The camera,
yeah.
And walked in one day, hauled out the credit card, and walked down with the camera.
And
that's where it started.
Okay. Because what made you like? What made? Did you just enjoy the gear?
Yeah, I think it came more being a techie. I enjoy the technology more than actual, and it's just grown over time.
Yeah.
So I'm a real gadget junkie. I love gadgets.
Okay.
The latest gadgets, and it just grew.
Yeah.
So roughly the same time that I bought my first camera, my wife Paula started running. So it was going with her to events, and then I was supporting her. It was her first 10K run. The camera came out, and I was taking photos of her. Then it was her. So it's my first 10K. And then I would take photos of her, and it would be her and her friends running. Then it would be her, and then all the running clubs running. It was Charlotte. And Charlotte, come take photos for us. So it grew over
come
time.
take some photos for us.
Come take photos for us.
Yeah, that's the one. That's our starts organically.
And it just grew over the last 10 years. Grown organically, and it's just become to a point now where it's no longer a hobby. It's now a serious hobby. We've invested in it, and it keeps us busy, and we thoroughly enjoy it. And we have learned and experienced so much in the last couple of years doing this. Yeah. We have grown as people. We've met the most amazing people with massive big hearts, generous people, and I absolutely love the PE GQ running community. Yeah, they're amazing.
They're great.
They are great people. They are generous. They support each other. It's always smiles. It's always laughter. It's just a great environment to be in, and actually love it.
Yeah,
it's great to be part of it.
Yeah, and everybody knows each other, and they do support the runs. You know, there's a big. I found that the trail running community has become much bigger than the road running oftentimes.
Yeah, it's growing very nicely. Yeah. I think although it is growing, they're battling to get back to the numbers we had pre-COVID.
Yeah.
I think all the various clubs and all the various event organizers are battling to get back to where they were. Yeah. We are now. It's the people are battling financially, and people think twice before, and they pick and choose their events for the year, for the month. They can't do everything. You go and pick the best one for the year, and you go and do that one. Yeah. So it's
true. You pick your races now. You do. And there's also this what's it, pedal. Now as well as pedal. I say padel. It's a Spanish thing apparently, and pickleball and that sort of stuff. That's sort of taking.
That's grown amazingly.
It has. It's grown a lot. Squash has always been there, but do you do other sports as well, like squash and tennis and that sort of thing, or is
no?
Just running.
So we've done a bit of swimming. We've done a few sports. Cricket. Don't do rugby. I don't enjoy rugby. It's not my sport.
Just too violent for you.
Too violent.
Brendan Kelly, have you tried the handed motorsport photography?
Yes, lots. I've done loads of that. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, loads of that. So back in
Brendan's the guy to get you involved there.
So back in the early days when I started, I used to do loads of motorsport. So a friend of mine, who's probably watching now, Dirk Erasmus.
Yes.
So he used to be involved with it quite a bit at Scavanti, and they would use him on the weekends to tow the vehicles on the track when they crashed.
As well at the end of a nice tow truck or something.
No, he had a big a big yellow Jeep at the point in time. That's a big 4x4 Jeep. And he's also a very keen photographer, and he's also the bastard that got into photography.
Okay.
So anyway,
online innovation was his thing. Yeah.
So I'd spend hours there. He'd be towing the guys off the track, and I'll be taking photos of the cars coming past and planning. So I think in the first 5 years we did loads. Haven't done anything recently, but in the first 5 years, loads, rallies, motorsport, bikes. I enjoyed quite a bit.
I mean, you must enjoy it. It's cars. Like Brennan Brennan, to look at a car, it's beautiful things.
So I'm not a car person. I'm not big on cars, but I enjoy the technical aspect of capturing that car in motion and getting the blur. That to me is and you'd spend an hour now just actually planning, getting it spot on, where you get the nice car in focus, the background's nice and blurred. Yes, that I enjoyed. So and you just get Scribanti, they're coming around every 2 seconds.
Oh, no. Yeah,
spend the whole day, just panning.
Yeah.
So,
that's great. I mean, Brennan's always there. He does all the commentating. Let's have a look there. See, it's Clarissa. I see there as well. Paula, how's it, Paula? She's watching from home as well, enjoying the show, eating all his food. He's probably starving by now. So great. We normally have Grace from Fat Cats bringing the food, but I think she was busy today, so we've missed out this time. You have to get a special one from next function we do there. Best photography team, always smiling, capturing the special moments. Best Madeleine. Awesome. Who's Madeleine? Where's Madeleine from? I don't know.
Madeleine van Zijnman.
Yeah.
So she's also an amazing athlete. She's done a few Ironmans. She did the Extreme Tri as well 2 years ago. She's going to do it again.
Wow.
An absolute machine. She's an absolute running, cycling, tri machine.
Okay, these people, honestly, it was Michelle Rotherow came. She won. I think she won the 14, and she came past me up that hill on Saturday, like a steam train. Damn you, people! Let's see. There we go. Alan Carter sees what Clarissa. How's it? Clarissa has got flames. Coming out there, fantastic. Is he also an athlete as well?
You'll know him. He's the guy with the beach blonde hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Clarissa, excellent, man. And Wendy, awesome interview. Thank you, man. Richard Pearce in front of the camera. Finally, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I see Christopher Brankis, interesting, different perspective. Appreciate your work, he says. Christopher looks like a proper runner there as well.
And then Julie as well.
Julie's been on the show before, of course. Love that you capture all those special moments. It's true that your shots, you really get some great shots. It is an art to be a sports photographer. It takes that experience works.
Yeah. So we try and capture.
Oh, there we go. There's one of me.
Look at that.
That was the Herald, I think.
Herald, yes.
It was
actually that was captured by one of my boys.
I see. I've obviously JPEG that one. It was a bit of I JPEG'd it and compressed it a bit too much. But that's a great shot. I like that shot. And then Julie says, "Love that you capture those moments." Davina, how's it from Lorraine? I see. What was it? Was it Christopher? Who was it saying that you dressed up? Dressed up as well. Interesting, different perspective. Yeah. No, somebody's saying that we spotted him just now in his suit. I can't remember who it was. Alan, there we go. He's dressed up for a holiday video we made with friends. Lovely, looking very spiff indeed, Alan. And then Dane Sweet.
Best in the business, Richard Pearce.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Dane.
Thanks, Dane. He looks like he's on the beach there.
So Dane's also a 100 miler. He's one of the crazy ones who does the 100 miler.
Oh, holy crap! Like Andrew Weston, Andy Weston, and those guys.
The cut from the same cloth, So they call
madness, buddy.
So Dane's called Turbo Dwarf.
Oh, Turbo Dwarf. Excellent. And I see who else was that there? Ntokozo. She said my best photos by Richard. Absolutely. Ntokozo is obviously also running as well.
Yep,
fantastic. And also likes some music. I can see likes the music there. Lovely.
So if we can come away on a weekend and you have an amazing Facebook profile picture to add to your profile on Monday morning, we are happy.
Yeah. So I've had lots from you.
Lots. So, and we put a lot of effort into capturing that right moment. We time the shots.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how buff you are.
Yeah.
when you are running and you hit down, the gravity hits. You've got the gravity hits. Those thighs move down to your knees,
Yes.
and it looks horrible. So we look at that and we make sure that you get the best running shot. If it's going to embarrass you,
Yeah. It doesn't
it
go.
doesn't see the light of day. It doesn't go
Okay.
out. So, and if we've taken 3 of you out of those 3 photos,
Yeah.
one will be good enough. We'll post the one.
Do you ever keep the other ones just in case somebody disses you or something?
So we do keep all photos for you here,
Okay.
but it becomes just because they are so
Yes,
they're massive.
huge,
So
yeah.
we shoot full raw. Each photo is 25 megs each.
Yeah.
And then after a while, we need to just we clear out the
Okay.
trash. So what we'll do is after an event, and we've got this whole system going at the moment, and that's a workflow that we use. From when we walk in the door after we home event, within 5 minutes, those cards are uploading onto the laptop. The boys know, they already know how the whole thing
How
works.
big are those cards?
No, they're small.
Yeah. No. I'm saying, but size-wise.
So we normally use 32 gigs and 64 gig cards.
Okay.
All our cameras shoot dual cards.
Alright.
So just in case one of them backs up, it does happen. It's never happened to us, but it can happen.
Wow.
So if you're at an event and one of those cards fails, you have a backup. So if you're doing this professionally and you're doing it to earn money from it,
Yeah.
you can't say, sorry, card snapped, broke.
Yeah.
I can't give you photos.
Yeah.
You must always have
So they're 2 in the camera. They're
2 in the camera at all
Wow.
times, and you write to both.
It's good for weddings as well.
It's a non-negotiable for weddings.
Yeah.
If your photographer is doing a wedding and he does not, or that person does not have 2 cards in the camera, it's a huge risk to you because if anything happens, you lose your photos. Sorry, and it's happened, but it's never happened to us. So we always shoot dual. We walk in the door within 5 minutes. Those cards are on my desk in my office. The boys know already. The first thing they do, upload. While they're busy uploading, we go quickly have a shower, have a bite to eat, and they import into Lightroom.
And then you just go through them. So you have to go through each one.
I go through every single photo.
Oh,
So we have a basic preset. It's called a pop preset. It makes them pop.
Okay.
Makes it look great.
Yeah.
The colours pop,
Okay.
the blues
Yes.
pop,
Yeah.
So it's called our pop. And strange enough, that preset is called the Vukani preset.
Oh, VUCA.
With the Vukani race
Yeah.
running club. So
Yes, okay.
so I developed that preset after one of the Vukani races. I liked the way it looked, and I called it the Vukani preset.
Okay.
So everyone in our house knows the Vukani preset. So
Okay.
as the photos import, it applies the Vukani preset.
All right.
We then go through every single photo and check every photo. So
She's like, okay.
and if we do is check the alignment, make sure it's not blurry. If it's blurred, we dump it.
Okay.
If it's not in focus, if it's not a flattering photo,
Yeah.
we
How
toss
it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I like to hear that.
yeah, no. So we will never ever embarrass anybody
Yeah.
because you do have your bad days. You
Yes.
can't always have a good running day. And if we catch you at a bad moment, you are not happy. You're having a great. You're just not having a good day. You don't want that photo going out to the world.
No, sure.
So
sure.
we just toss it
Nice.
because you want a good photo.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
sorry guys, you know what? I missed you at this race. I'll get you at the next one.
Yeah,
I promise
yeah,
you. And
yeah.
I genuinely do that, So,
Yeah.
and we do try and capture everybody. So we'll typically walk away with 3,500 photos at an event, and we'll trim those down to 1,200 photos average.
Okay.
And then
And then you upload them to the
Upload.
event. They've got you got your page as well, that
Yeah.
your website that
Yeah.
you do. You obviously just keep a rolling
yeah.
thing because you have to get rid of some of them.
No.
Yeah.
So all I do, so if you can go back to our events page, all the past events photos are still there.
All there. Wow.
Yeah, so going back 4 or 5 years, they are
Jeez,
still there.
There must be a lot of that. Must be an expensive website.
You're
to-
very expensive.
Yeah,
website.
but being an IT guy,
Yeah,
you're probably
IT.
organized.
So it's safe. It's backed up there. So I know if anything happens to my laptop or to our storage, the photos are still backed up. They've still got record of them.
What is the name of your IT company? You got your own company.
Yeah. So it's a consulting firm. It's called Link Tank.
Okay. Link
So
Tank.
we're a fintech company and we consult into the financial services industry.
Ah.
So we support 4,500 financial planners
Okay.
on financial planning software. We do analytics for them. That's
Okay.
part of what I do. And we help them implement systems in their practice. So they come to us looking for a piece of software to help us. If they're stockbrokers or financial planners, we'll help them find the best software for their business.
Wow.
And then we'll then train them and implement that software in their business.
Do you help them out for compliance then as well and that sort of thing?
So the software that they use is an aid to their compliance.
Okay.
So all their record keeping is done there.
Yes.
So the financial plans are done there, and we help them with that record keeping and then building processes and workflows to aid their compliance.
Oh, fantastic. Gee whiz, that's quite a complex. Hell's bells, man. You didn't know that about Richard
So
Pearce.
that is the real day job.
Yeah,
That pays
I
the
see
bills.
that. Hell, okay, because that's quite a thing, isn't it? Isn't it? How do you mix the two? Because that's quite a high pressure job as well.
It's very. I think that's why I got into the hobby, is that it's a break from that.
Yeah.
And that's why there is a very definite divide between the week job and the weekend jobs. So, and that's why we process our photos so quickly and get them out on a Sunday.
Okay.
Because come Monday, it's done. We don't have time to fiddle with it. So Sunday evening at the latest, 8 o'clock, those photos are out. You get your photos, we close the laptop, put it away, and that's now done until next week. So we still start planning on the Friday again. So it's they're really cut and dry. And
Gee whiz, I really am surprised, because that's two big jobs that you're running there. You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's your own company as well. So you're proper entrepreneur in the end. Where did you? Because we were talking a bit before, and you said that you came to a point at 45. I think you said it was to start a new job.
Yeah, that was that is, I think, the biggest change I made in my entire life. I think I vomited every day for a month.
My word, really?
Just trying to
stress.
I said to tomorrow, if I make this move now, it's either going to fail hopelessly.
Yeah.
Or there's a big upside to it. What do we do? He says, well, babe, he says, you're the main breadwinner here.
Yeah.
If it goes south, but I'll support you. Whatever you decide to do, I will support you.
Yeah.
So you decide, and I'll be there 100% with you.
Yeah.
So a very good friend of mine who I used to work with started the business.
Okay.
And she said to me, listen, we need you. Please come. And so it's still a fintech startup. Still very much a startup. It's only been going for about 10, 11 years now.
Yeah.
So it's very much still in that whole startup phase.
Yes.
It's a huge risk. A massive risk.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're now 11 years in, and we are going well.
It's going good.
Strong, going good.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. And I'm sure it gets to a point where you start to relax a little more, and you get into a workflow.
I don't think you ever relax when you have your own business. Is because you are now responsible for families. Because we now employ 16 other staff members. 16 staff members.
Oh my word!
So I'm based in PE, and I work from home. We have 2 staff members in Cape Town, and the rest are based in KZN.
Sure. Wow.
So it's a call center of about 8 or 9 ladies.
And all individual brokerages that you're working for, or do you work with like a Moonstone or a Masthead or something?
Yeah. So we work with large corporates. Your Old Mutuals, your Liberties, your Sunloves, those type of guys. Okay. I do a lot of work for those large corporates, but we don't generally do the smaller IFAs. Most of those that we do service, we service via those.
Via the big one. So it's actually a larger one. So it's not it's sort of medium scale there.
Yeah. So it's your medium to large enterprises that we look at that use our services.
But you must have no life. I mean, other than photography and IT. That's it.
We love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
What else do you do? Do you have anything that you relax with, or you?
No. So I look forward.
No.
I know. I cannot watch a movie. I cannot sit still enough to watch a movie.
Really?
And I watch short.
Reading a book's out the question.
No, out of the question. No. When I've gotten to the end of the first page, I've forgotten what I started reading. So I've stuff this lot.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. So, my wife's telling me it sounds familiar.
Wow.
You're right. I can't read unless I'm like super interested in something.
Yeah. No. So yes, and all that. So there must be a YouTube video for this. There must be a YouTube video. So I don't read. I might read snorts, like your News 24.
Yeah.
I don't read.
Okay.
I don't enjoy reading. So we look forward to our weekends. We plan the entire week for the weekends. We know there's an event coming up.
Yeah.
We'll get all our ducks in a row.
Does Paula go with you as well?
So it all depends. At the moment, she's very focused on training for her next half Ironman.
Oh my word! Okay.
So she's done. I think this will be her 4th one now. So she's training for Durban.
So she travels around, does that stuff as well.
Yeah. So you got no idea how stressful it is to be the photographer on an Ironman event. Yeah. And also have your wife taking part as well, because now you're worried about this woman. You're checking your phone. Okay, she's been in transition for 15 minutes. What the hell?
What's going on,
man? What's going on? And then, no, she's fine. Okay, cool. So everybody knows now. So I've got all the rest saying she's good. She's good.
Okay.
That's okay. 100%.
Oh,
So,
my word.
and then the next one will be Durban. So we'll both fly up to Durban. She'll do her thing, and I'll do my thing.
So do you photograph in Durban as
Yeah,
well? Do you
yeah.
do so Ironman nationally? You
all the
of
Ironman
them?
events.
Wow, so you
Yeah.
fly around as
Yeah.
well and do that stuff.
Yeah.
I always imagined to be just PE, you know,
No,
you're
no,
part of us here.
No. So for the last 2 years, I've been doing. I shoot now exclusively for Ironman.
Yeah.
When it comes to the events, I used to work for the company before that. They just do like their mass photos.
Okay.
And then in the last 2 or 3 years, they had a gap, and so I'm just doing all the events now for them.
Oh, fantastic.
So I do PE, I do Mossel Bay, and I do Durban.
Hey, well, so it's something that people wouldn't know about you. That's generally that people wouldn't know about you. What would you say?
Then I have a real day job.
No, you're right. I didn't know about that. I didn't know that at all. And it's in a totally sort of different realm as well.
No,
I mean,
completely.
I had a brokerage myself for 18 years. I was doing medical aid and stuff as well, and so I know what goes into that stuff and the amount of admin that needs to be done. So if you've got a software program that you can run all this stuff, it'd be great. In fact, I need a nice one that I can use for Center Stage, that I can collect all my slips. I need a software package that I can collect slips and put them in and add it all up.
Zoho.
Is it
Yeah.
good?
Good. Take a picture with your phone.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a little WhatsApp thing that I do,
Zoho.
but Zoho, then you can actually put it inside.
And you go for Zoho Invoice.
Yeah.
It's free.
Oh, sure, I like that. Oh, Philippa says she. Oh,
Why didn't you know this?
Philippa says she uses
You
it.
must just speak to your IT
I
manager.
know, crikey Moses, you know, because I like that idea of like you go in the shop, you're going to buy something for the business, you take a photo of it, it goes in there, and then you know that's private, that's business, that's whatever.
That's what I do.
And for your tax at the end of the year.
Yeah, simple. Does it all for you, tax. All our invoices go through Zoho.
I like that.
Tallies up. All our expenses go there. The fuel, the food, everything.
The whole lot.
All goes on there. It's easy. Yeah.
I need that. Damn it.
Zoho.
Richard, I'm going to get now. It's time for our getting to know you session where I ask you some crazy questions and we do it. Hit it, Philippa. Go.
Get to know all about you.
Getting to know all about you. But it's Julie Andrews, you know. And we see we've got. I've actually got the little immune booster to give it a bit of a thing as well. The Score immune booster that they've been pushing. It's very nice. 500 milligrams of vitamin C per can, and
I need vitamin C booster.
yes, and zinc as well. 500 milligrams of zinc as well. But maybe it'll stop my cramping. Holy crap! This is right. This
You're just getting old.
yeah. And how?
Talk about getting
It's just
old.
insane. Yes.
Your profile picture for this event.
Yes.
We
Oh,
16.
jeez, I must have been
16 years old.
10.
Yeah.
I've already got to get a new one. It was Mike Barwood. Do you remember Mike Barwood?
Yeah.
Mike Barwood did that one for me. So it's got a bit of a nostalgic thing because Mike was such a legend. He made that picture for me, the Gino spot one. Oh, very dark hair.
No,
you noticed
no.
that?
So on Monday, you sent me a WhatsApp saying, "Are you free?" I said, "Yes, I'm free."
Yeah.
Then I knew the very next question was going to be, "Do you have a photo?" I knew it.
Yeah, it's coming.
It took me hours to find a
Yes.
photo. I don't have any photos.
No, you don't. Photographers don't have photos of themselves.
So I got hold of a mate of mine. I said, "Dirk, you see, you said you got a photo of me." So that photo is actually by Dirk Recipe.
Yes.
I said, "Please, I need a photo." And it's like, no, I don't feel so bad. It was like 10 years ago.
As also as well.
I've gone grey in 10 years.
I'll have to get you to make me another Gino spot thing. I think you'll get a nice photo of me. We'll sort it out. Okay, something particularly spontaneous or irresponsible that you've ever done. Can you think of something?
Look, big purchases.
Oh yeah.
Like credit card stuff, it's like, when you're 88, you buy stuff.
On a whim.
It's like impulse buying. It's like recently, I go into Corpus
Oh,
and I buy a vacuum,
a vacuum.
a Dyson vacuum.
Oh God. Okay, yeah.
The wife goes, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
I said, "I want that
It's
vacuum."
really good, that one.
It's a really good vacuum.
Yeah.
But it's a hefty price.
Expensive.
Anyway, so, no, stupid things like that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you mean the ADD sometimes gets you
impulse,
financially.
no, absolutely no.
Dyson vacuum cleaner. Well, it is a spontaneous, irresponsible thing.
Purchase.
Now, Paula, what do you say? she'll probably remember some other stuff that you've done as well. The biggest risk that you've ever taken?
Yeah, we mentioned that already. I think is changing jobs, leaving a secure, comfortable job at the age of 40 something, and moving into a startup.
Yeah.
It was the scary.
Yeah, it is. But
I consulted many friends and spoke to one of my friends, Dirk. I spoke to him. I said, Dirk, he's been in business for years. I said to him, what do I do here? He says, if you may go for it and you put all your heart and soul to it, it'll be a success.
Of course it will.
Yeah.
Of course it will.
So,
Okay. The most physically painful thing you've ever experienced?
Achilles tendon break.
Oh.
I've done it 3 times.
Oh, that's Anna.
Yeah. So playing squash about 10 plus years ago.
So that was your sport of choice? Or what?
No, I thought, I said, go and get fit, mates, and let's go play squash. so I've never played squash in my life. Go play squash, and I think it's the 3rd week. We're on the court at Lawn Park.
Yeah.
And I just snapped and I just dropped. And I thought the bugger hit me behind my ankle with his racket.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, he's that side of the court.
Oh,
and I just dropped, and then I went white. And he said, "Man, get up, man, get up. I can't
Go
move
on.
my foot."
Jeez, like.
So at that point in time, it sounds like a cracker going off. A snap, and I then dropped. So I said, "Listen, dude, this is bad news now. Greenacres Hospital." Listen to the story. So getting to Greenacres Hospital, and on duty that night is, I can't think of the doctor's name now. But anyway, I'll think of that. And he said to me, he says, without fail, he does one of those a month playing squash. Now it's this pickleball thing.
Yes.
The same doctor says it's paying for his grandchild's education. He says they are breaking Achilles tendons like on a weekly basis.
I'm sure.
So anyway, so
that's sore.
Yeah, no, it's sore. But when it's done, it's not so sore.
Yeah, okay.
So the doc says to me, okay, we've got 2 choices here now. We can either put you out, or we can give you a spinal block and you can watch the operation.
No, I can't.
So I said to him, spinal block. Let's watch it.
No.
So anyway, so I lean forward, they put the needle in the spinal block, everything goes numb from the chest down, lying on my stomach in the surgery with a mirror over my shoulder, and I watched the operation.
No, I can't
I
do
did
that shit.
That was the craziest thing.
Forget it. I'll be out.
So the second break was during COVID. 4:00 in the morning. The garden beams go off, 4 weeks in my yard, chase the guys out of my yard, sprint down the driveway, and I drop in the driveway. Cold start, done. Back to hospital, same doctor. So the doctor says to me, listen here, dude, there's no time to play. These oaks don't want you in the field, they want you out today. So we're knocking you out, we're putting you back together again, and you're going home today. There's no time to play, you can't watch this one. So in and out, so there we go.
Finished. I can't do that. I can't do that. Let's see. I know 2 Pearce boys can take a decent pick. Absolutely. Absolutely. The boys were there this last weekend.
Thank you.
Let's see. How's your life been different from what you imagined? I'm actually feeling dizzy. Okay, wait. I'm thinking of flipping things here as well, and I'm getting dizzy thinking about this. Okay.
Better than last week. We had a hell of a party, and let me tell you, I woke up in the morning next to a very, very ugly woman. It was then that I realized I'd made it home safely. For live streaming, I use cellular phone. I've got a very tough one. Last week it fell down 3 flights of stairs. Not a scratch on it. Of course, it was in my pocket at the time. My old friend came into town and he asked me if he could sleep on my couch. I said to him, Hubert, I'm a married man now. That's where I sleep. The dog quite liked it.
There's a little bit of Winifred rump. You know, I've had this thing for I don't know how long. It's like a vasovagal response when I'm talking. I'm thinking about, oh my god, it must be so sore that I start feeling dizzy and I got to stick my head down, otherwise I'm going to pass out. It's crazy. Anyway, but okay. So, what do you think makes you who you are?
Compassion. I have a lot of empathy and compassion for people and the various situations that they may find themselves in.
Yeah.
And I'm a complete empath, hopeless empath. So if we're in a crowd of people, I will quickly pick up who is uncomfortable and gravitate toward that person.
Oh, I'm actually feeling so. No, you know what? I think. Yeah, I think we have to call it off because I'm feeling so fraught. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here tonight, and thank you, Richard. I'm feeling so dizzy. I don't know. I'm just feeling so dizzy. I can't actually get rid of it.
It's been great. Thank
you. But thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week, people.
Cheers.
Gino Spot, be great.
Down, coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot.
Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot.
Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot.
No, man, not serious.
I know. I shouldn't have asked that question when I saw it.